Darwinism is a belief popular in the late Victorian era in England, America, and elsewhere, which states that the strongest or fittest should survive and flourish in society, while the weak and unfit should be allowed to die. The theory was chiefly expounded by Herbert Spencer, whose ethical philosophies always held an analytic view and received a boost from the application of Darwinian ideas, such as adaptation and natural selection.
Social Darwinism's philosophical problems are rather daunting and fatal to it as a basic theory. First, it makes the faulty assumption that what is natural is equivalent to what is morally correct. In other words, it falls prey to the belief that just because something takes place in nature, it must be a moral paradigm for humans to follow. This problem, as social Darwinists think, stems from the fact that the theory falls into a naturalistic fallacy, which consists of trying to derive an ought statement from an is statement. For example, the fact that you stubbed your toe in the morning does not logically imply that you ought to have stubbed your toe. The same argument applies to the social Darwinists' attempt to extend natural processes into human social structures. This is a common problem in philosophy, and it is commonly stated that it is absolutely impossible to derive ought from, at the very least. It is impossible to do it so simply and directly as the social Darwinists did.
Not all social Darwinists were quite so extreme. And social Darwinism was not the only justification of colonialism, imperialism, and other intrusive exploits. The white man's burden was another, almost completely opposite justification. In fact, the early social Darwinists, who regarded the theory as a logical extension of laissez-faire capitalism, would have been appalled at the use of the concept to promote state-run eugenics programs. Though its moral basis is now generally opposed, social Darwinism did have some favorable effects. Belief in social Darwinism tended to discourage wanton handouts to the poor, favoring instead providing resources for the fittest of all walks of life to use, or choosing specific, genuinely deserving people as recipients of help and support. Some major capitalists, such as Andrew Carnegie, combined philanthropy with social Darwinism. He used his vast fortune to set up hundreds of libraries and other public institutions, including a university for the benefit of those who would choose to avail themselves of such resources.
Spare change?
Nope.